Since I'm getting unloaded here in Charlotte, North Carolina, I thought I'd jump on here and chop it up with y'all for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And we got something we gotta discuss about, okay? Because I'm seeing that a lot of you young guys out there, right? The young generation, I probably say like Gen Z. I see you guys as lost when it come to what tricking is and paying for punani. Like I see a lot of people complaining, and a lot of men are frustrated. They they clearly confused and they don't understand what's going on when it comes to tricking and paying for punani, right? And then, but I'm gonna bring a whole other dynamic to it, right? So we're gonna discuss that. But before we get into that, make sure y'all go check out my Alpha Mental clothing. You know what I'm saying? Support it, support it. As you can see, I've been banned plenty times, right? But clearly they can't stop my hustle, man. I got too much going on, man. I got Airbnb. I'm I have 3 different trucks, multiple trucks, multiple Airbnbs. They can't stop the hustle. But clearly I'm doing this. It's not about the money, really. It's more about the message. But supporting me helps the message keep going. That's all this is, you know what I mean? So when you get a chance, Alpha Mental, make sure y'all go check it out, okay? The link is in my bio. But yeah, we gotta discuss about this, man. I want to talk about the 3 types of men that every woman encounters. 3 types of men that every woman encounter. And out of all the men, these 3, all men fit. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Uh-huh. So we're gonna talk about that. We gotta talk about that, bro. All right, so let's start with number 3. We're gonna work our way down to 1, right? But we're gonna start at number 3. Okay. Make sure that pulling right. All right, number 3. I would say I would say 80% of men fit this one right here. Number 3, the time tricker. Okay. The time tricker has all the time in the world to give to a woman. He don't have no time to be a better version of himself. He doesn't have no time to learn a skill. He actually uses his time as if it's money. So he's a time trick. He tricks off his time. And a lot of women like these types of guys, I gotta honestly say, just off the simple fact of they have time for them. And one thing about women, they are emotional creatures, right? They need that time as well. And unfortunately, a lot of successful men that has businesses and has time going toward what he values the most, mainly it's his health. So he's always gonna put that first. And number 2 is his finances, his businesses. So he really doesn't have time for the women like that. But the time trick he does. So he uses time to trick on women. Most of these men are bums. Okay, most of them. There are a couple guys who work at Jiffy Lube, work at Walmart, right? But still, he still is a time trick because he's not trying to develop. He's not trying to be a better version of himself. And his number one goal is to get punani. Unfortunately, he's using his most valuable resource to get it, which is time. These guys are normally sleeping from couch to couch, as we call hobosexuals, right? He's using his time. And as soon as the woman catch on, because women eventually say, they're tired of that shit. Like, come on, like, nigga, go get a job. Like, go do something with yourself, even though he laying the pipe down. I mean, he is knee deep in her. He hitting the bottom of that punani, okay? And most of them, they good at that. And the reason why I could talk about this, because I was that guy too. So I want to make myself real clear about all the men out there that thinks, yo, this nigga Rich talking about me being a bum. Nigga, what you need to understand is, nigga, or being broke, right? What you need to understand is that, nigga, I was there before. That's why I could relate. That's why I could speak on it, nigga. I know that life. And trust me, that's not the life you want to be. The time trick. I tricked off a lot of my time. That's cool when you 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. But at 24 and 25, you need to rearrange your life. Okay? You need to rearrange your life because time is more valuable than money. And anybody who tells you that their money is more valuable than time, nigga, cut him off. And ladies, if a nigga start talking like that, like, you should ask that question: what do you think is more valuable, time or money? If this nigga say money's more valuable than time, cut that nigga off. Okay? For he end up wasting your time. Before he end up wasting your time. So that's the time trick. He tricks off his time. Another thing about the time trick, a lot of them are in the friend zone. Why? Because they don't have no other time to go do something with themselves. So they rather be a woman's friend for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, hoping that one day he get a chance to hit that punani. Time trick. Nigga wasted 10 years of his life. The time trick. All right. Now, let's talk about number two. Okay, we did number three. Now we on number two. Now you have the time and money trick. Oh, yeah. Now, most of these guys are in relationships, and I've been this one too. Most of these guys in relationship, you give a woman a lot of your time and you give her your money. And the crazy part is, it's not even the most money in your life that you accomplished, but somehow, some way, you give it up a lot because you are basically sacrificing your success and to becoming greater and more wealthier. You're sacrificing that for a family. Trust me, I've been there. This is why most men in this situation are married. They tricking off time and money. The time and money trickers. Okay. And here's the worst part about this. There's a lot of men that's married or in relationships. They're giving them their time. They're faithful. They're monogamous. They only dedicate everything to one woman. And then guess what happens after a few years in that relationships? Come on, we already know what happens. She starts to cut off that sex. She cut that water spigot off. Mm. And you like, I'm paying the bills, right? You doing your thing as a man supposed to, right? But your wife can't even open up her legs for you. Your wife can't even give you head here and there no more. And do you want me to give an example? I'll give you a great example. Let's use the greatest of all time, Mr. Tom Brady himself. Yeah, Tom Brady, GOAT. How many Super Bowl rings he got? Multiple. He come home, his wife getting stretched out by her trainer, her jiu-jitsu trainer. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, you cannot win with these women, right? Just, you're not gonna win. They, at the end of the day, you trying to make them happy is gonna be your ultimate downfall because women are impossible to please. They just are. If they can't do what it takes to make themselves happy, you going out your way to do it is just gonna make you lose your mind. I guarantee it. But that's a time and money trickster. And Tom Brady is more wealthier than most men, and he had time for Giselle. But you know what she said? She said he didn't spend enough time because he wanted to go, focus on his career. He wanted to, be goaded for real, for real. Like he wanted to play another season. She wasn't trying to have that. You can't win. But I just use him as an example of time and money trick. And I guarantee you, she wasn't having sex with Tom Brady neither. I guarantee you that. Okay? Because one thing about women, if they sleeping with a guy, most likely it's an emotional connection. But when a man sleeps with another woman, it's not always an emotional connection. It's just because, she was attractive. Half the time, niggas don't even know her name. Like, who was she? We don't even know her name that night. We was drunk. She was drunk. Everybody was lit. Nobody. It was more like manslaughter, hit and run. Okay. But when a woman do it, it's premeditated murder. Premeditated. She thought about it. She was feeling him. She liked the way he smelled. She liked the way he talked. She thought it was gonna be more. A woman can imagine how it's gonna be in a bedroom with a guy. That's why they say a woman know who she gonna sleep with when she first meet him. So to know you dedicated your time and money to a woman, time and money trickster, you still got tricked. you still you still got tricked. Okay? Now, let's talk about number 3. My bad. Let's talk about number 1. Number 1. The number 1 is the bind fixer. Yep. He's separate from the trick. He's separate from the trick who spends money and get nothing in return. Because ultimately that's what a trick is. They spend money but get nothing in return. They pay for her bills. They take her on vacations. She get out on vacation with him. You know what she end up saying? I'm on my period. My stomach hurt. But he spent all that money. That's the trick. He bought her Birkin bags. He bought her Louis Vuitton bags. He bought her all kind of gifts and got nothing in return. It's the money trick. Okay? So time trick, give away his time, nothing in return. And then you got the money trick, right? They get nothing in return. Those are 2 tricks right there because they being tricked. He's spending money, hoping he gets some return. Got nothing, tricked. Got the other guy, he's a time tricker. He's spending time with her and getting nothing in return, aka the friend zone. He getting nothing in return. He's the time trick. So who's the one that's really winning out of these 3 men, right? Then you got the bond fixer. Number 1, the bond fixer. The bond fixer doesn't trick off his time, and he only tricks his money off is if he gets a return. The bond fixer. Now, I played in all 3 of these roles. The one that I find to work out the best for me, really, where I could still maintain, my success. I still maintain my personal life, and I keep a great relationship with women. Because at the end of the day, ladies, I love y'all. Okay, I see all these red pill raging men out here. Like they were supposed to take the pill, but they overdosed on it. Now it seems like these niggas hate women. Like I don't understand these niggas, bro. That's why I'm trying to draw the line between these niggas, man. Like for real, like I ain't nothing like them. I love women. I grew up in a household full of sisters. Okay, I have a daughter. Like I love women. Okay, now the problem is when men don't understand women, you tend not to like them and you tend to hate them. And this is why I think a lot of men either they end up turning transgender or being gay. It's just that simple because they really don't understand women. And when you don't understand women, you're gonna fail every time. And you take everything personal. Women are not supposed to be taken personal, seriously like that. Women are just, they kind of goofy. They like puppies. You know what I mean? They like to be scratched behind the ear. You know what I mean? When you come home, they're like, "Ah, daddy." You know what I mean? Well, that's women for you. I take women too serious, man. They like to have fun. They like to, get a couple of dollars and go to the mall and, you know what I mean? Go to Sephora. They like doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's women, bro. Right? But to sit there and hate women, I think I have to draw a line for that because I be seeing a lot of these videos and a lot of you ladies too. A lot of you ladies are very misandrous. Y'all I see a lot of videos of y'all hating men, like the shit y'all be saying. Like, come on, it's like, damn, do you even like men? But you have, and the reason why is because, ladies, a lot of you guys just don't understand men, and you don't understand what men want and what they desire. You don't know what they desire, so you kind of like, you make up your mind on what you think they are, and then you just say, if I don't get what I want, blah 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 blah, and most men ain't gonna be able to fit that description on what you want, so you end up hating them. Well, guess what? Nobody's gonna get what they want when both genders are acting like that. So to go back to it, right? The bond fixer, he fixes bonds. Okay. Now, when I say a bond fixer, I only deal with women you know what I mean, who have something to lose. That's number one. And they want something, right? I don't press myself on nothing. It's just when I meet women, sometimes they call me, they be like, listen, I need help on my phone bill. You know what I mean? I need help with my tire. My tire just went flat, blah, blah, right? Stuff like that. Like they're in the bind. I need help with my car note. Like they're in the bind. And what I do is not negotiate, right? With them to say, okay, I help you, you help me. And that's just how I move. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I figured it out. Like it works good that way when you fixing bonds. And she's happy. She gets her money. You know what I mean? She goes live her life, do what she want to do. Half the time, some of them already be in relationships. That's why, like I said, I'm not monogamous, right? I deal with multiple women. And the woman that I deal with, they deal with multiple men too. That's why I be trying to tell you guys, like, you got to get on the dark side of this thing. Like, you don't understand what's really going on out here. Most of these women are dealing with multiple men. Now they say, okay, Rich, you got trust issues. No, I don't have trust issues. I actually understand. See, when you only have issues when you don't understand, but when you understand, I have no trust issues. The reason why I know how women operate, because I've been on the other side. I've been the guy who she's dealing with while she's in a relationship. Now, once I find out that if a woman's married, because I don't deal with women who are married, right? Because that can get crazy. A lot of men go crazy over their wives, you know what I mean? And I understand it, because if I was married to a wife and she's out here cheating, like, I probably will, do something crazy to both of them. So when a woman tells me, "Oh, I'm married," I just let her go on and deal with it. You know what I mean? But these these women out here today, they be in full blown relationships. But at the end of the day, she's 25, she's 24, her boyfriend that's 25, 24, he can't take care of half the things that she needs, right? Now she's with him because they probably went to high school together and they kind of grew up together, and she feels kind of bad for him. But at the same time, she need to get her nails done. You know what I mean? Women want to feel like a woman, right? So he can't do that. That's where I come in at. So at the end of the day, you can't call me a trick because I'm not being tricked. Okay? The money that I spend is intentional and it brings back results. And what I realize is, as long as women get that, that's all that they care about. We have fun, especially if you lay the pipe down on them, even on, on some real grown shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, she gonna come back like a boomerang, bro. And then it's like, then a lot of you young niggas, I'll tell you another thing y'all fucking up at. Y'all ain't giving these women good aftercare. So after you sleep with her, you basically act like you discussed with her. Like after you done demoralized in the bedroom, you're gonna talk shit to her and try to kick her out. You don't give her no money. You don't give her Uber ride, nothing. This is why they like dealing with grown ass men. You know what I mean? You fucking her on a goddamn twin mattress. She over here on my California King. She able to scream out. She's able to scream to the top of her lungs. You know what I mean? Huh, you know, mm, she can't experience that with you. You know what I mean? I give him 250, 300 right there. Here you go, babe. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I got you a grab bag at the door. Got a snack bag for them, snacks. You know, if they smoke weed, probably got a blunt rolled up in there for them. You know what I mean? So they can take home and catch it, give them an Uber Black home, man. She's thinking at the end of the night, like, damn, that motherfucker's a boss. Especially if you really dominate her in the bedroom, you choking her, you spanking her, you know what I mean? You grabbing her by the hair, you pinning her to the wall and all that, right? Come on, man. When you do all that, you can't be all rough with them after. You gotta give them some good aftercare, man. You know what I mean? Treat them good. You know what I mean? And remember, you're paying them so they understand that, you know what I mean, like, I'm showing good aftercare because I don't want nothing to come out after this. You're really protecting yourself. Like that's why I be trying to get you young bulls to understand. When y'all talk about, oh, I'll never pay for pussy. I never pay for it. Now why would I look like paying for? Like, bro, y'all the type of niggas who end up getting cases. But here's the problem: y'all the ones that gonna pay the most. Y'all the ones you think I pay the most. What the fuck is $250? That ain't nothing. I'll make that back the same day. I can make that back off an interest bearing account. In the S&P 500. You know what I mean? I make that money back that day. 250 is nothing. If $250 is a problem for you, then you don't have getting pussy problem. You got a getting money problem, nigga. You got to go get your money up, bro. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be honest with you what's really going on. Now, you might not like this message, right? You might think, oh, bro, this ain't what's going on out here. Okay. And most of the guys that say they're getting it for free, I'm gonna tell you this right now, they're paying the most because look at the woman they're dealing with. Most of the women they're dealing with ain't dealing with no 8s, 9s, and 10s. They're dealing with average looking or below average women. Pogs, out of shape, unattractive woman. That's the out of 100 women they talking to, they might get 2 numbers out of 100 women. Why? Because they spending time. They tricking time. I'm trying to bag her. I'm trying to bag her. Every woman that walk by. Nigga, I don't do none of that. All that time is going to me. Look at me right now. I'm out here on the road. I'm out here getting loaded right now. You think I got time to be out here trying to cold approach women? I don't do that shit. For what? I'm a boss. When I come across, when I get into a room or I go to a nice classy restaurant, I look good. I smell good. You know what I mean? I'm there chilling. She's probably there over there chilling. We just lock eyes with each other. She come over. We start chopping it up, right? And then she start letting me know what's going on. And something you never know. She might tell you right there, like, I'm kind of going through it. You know what I mean? I need help with this, that, that. Hey, what you willing to do for that, baby girl? What you willing to do for that? You know what I mean? But when you don't understand that, this is what happens when you don't understand that. You're gonna fall victim for it every time. And you the one paying the most because you tricking off your time and your money. And that's not a way to win with women. Okay? Women like successful men. Women like the man who goes out there and gets it. And also women like a man who's not cheap. And I'll be honest with you, $250 ain't shit. $300 ain't shit. $500 ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, you still have your time to do what you want to do. You know what I mean? I'll always tell women, listen, I'll call you. You don't have to call me. Like, I'll call you. And when you're dealing with women, you have to give them orders and directions, instructions. Okay? That's what women love. You guys over here talking about their kids and you want to get into a detailed conversation on careers. Man, some of these women, bro, they don't even be knowing my name. I know they be leaving at the end of the night, right? They be leaving at the end of the night after a great date that we had, right? I bet you she ended up going home telling friends, like, you know what, girl, I don't even know this nigga's name. Mysterious, man. Say less. You know what I mean? Less words, more action, more direction, more order. Hey, babe, when you come out tonight, wear your hair in a ponytail. And I want you to wear a black dress and put your hair up in a ponytail. You know what I mean? I want to see you like that tonight. You know what I mean? When we get out the car, don't run out the car. I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna open the door. We're gonna walk in. You don't say nothing. You just follow me. All right, just grab my arm. We're gonna walk in there. Directions, orders. Women love that shit, man. Women don't like thinking when they with a man. They want you to do the thinking, and I love to do that because I'm a dominant man in the first place. That's easy for me. See, the thing is, y'all niggas tricking with your time, and when you trick with your time, you gotta get in the details of your life and her life and all this other shit. You know, I ain't gotta do none of that shit. It's not what she's there for. You think she's there to hear all that shit? Come on, bro. Okay, so that's the top 3, man. That's the top 3 men. They're all men either are. They either fit either of these 3 categories, or the woman deals with all 3 of these men. Now, for the woman out here that say, oh, I don't do that. I don't do that. Here's the thing. A woman either thought about selling that coochie or she did it. She either thought about it or she did. And when I say thought about it, meaning a woman's basically saying, I'm tired of these broke ass niggas. Like, I'm tired, like shit. Every day, I'm tired of this nigga got holes in his boxes. This nigga sleeping on a twin bed mattress. Goddamn, this motherfucker always using my car. He's using my woman getting tired of that shit. So when they start saying, I want to deal with a richer guy, I want to deal with a guy who got more money, I want to deal with a guy who's more successful, that's thinking about it. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna leave it just right there. Okay? The bond fixer. Okay? You got the time trick, the money trick, then you got the time and money trick, and then you got the bond fixer. Which one are you and which one you want to be? Now I want to tell you this. When you dating like that, meaning you want to, you want to be the bond fixer, you got to get your shit together because it made no sense to be spending $250, $300, or however how much money that you negotiate, right? It makes no sense to be spending and you broke. You ain't got your shit together. You ain't got a car, right? You ain't got life insurance, nigga. You ain't got health insurance. Like, you ain't got a crib. You ain't got nothing. Like, bro, what are you doing? This is what I'm saying. You need to go, AKA, I call it the dark night mode. Basically, you got to go and hide it, nigga. Cut everybody off. Get your shit together. It only takes about 2 to 3 months, but if you need more time, then take more time to do it. Okay? Because also it teaches you to love yourself. It also teaches you to do things for yourself. Go out. I go out places by myself a lot, to be honest with you. Like, I don't be living my life through a woman. I'm really about to start taking more vacations by myself. Like, the last 2 vacations I did by myself, so I'm really starting to enjoy that. But before that, I was always taking a vacation with a girl, right? So I'm learning to do stuff by myself more, and I'm realizing how more peaceful it is and how much cheaper it is. Go ahead and get a Wagyu steak, you know what I mean, with a Moscow mule, get about a couple of those, all for like less than 200 something dollars. Now, if I go on a date, I'm easily gonna spend 400 something dollars, easily, right? And depending on how she's drinking too. And as a man, I cover the bill, right? So it's cheaper when you take yourself. I go to the movies by yourself. You know what I mean? Go bowling by yourself. Like, it's okay to do shit by yourself, bro. You know what I mean? You don't have to live your life through a woman. You know what I mean? So that's my advice for all my young bulls out here. If you're between the age 18 and 30, you really shouldn't be locked into no relationship. You really need to be locked into who you want to be, what's your purpose, and you need to go after that. Okay. And then when you get to a point in life where you feel like you're comfortable, you have no debt, right? Your business is doing pretty well, right? Then you can start monetized dating. Okay, that's what I do. It's called monetized dating because my time is more valuable than money. Okay, you see what I'm saying? My time is more valuable than money. That's why I say I'd rather give a woman money than to give her my time. She's satisfied because that's what she wants. I'm satisfied. I got my balls drained, right? She can go back to living her life. I go back to living my life. We meet up again whenever we need each other for something. Okay? No emotions attached. Now, I tell you this too. Now, if you're gonna play this type of game, you gotta watch out for this though, as the bond fixer, because a lot of these women will start to get emotionally attached to you. Now, when that starts to happen, you gotta you gotta lay down some parameters. But I'll save that for another video for another day. I just want to go into that. Okay, the time trick, the money and time trick, and then the bond fixer. Okay, he fixes bonds. His money only goes into helping the woman out, as I can say, right? Because that's really what you're doing. You're really helping her out. You know what I mean? And she's helping you out. You fixing her bond. Okay? She doesn't get all involved into the different girls you're dealing with. That's for you time tricks. That's another thing. Y'all start tricking y'all time on women. You start getting all emotional with them and shit. Yeah, they're gonna want to know what girl you're dealing with. Another thing too, a lot of you time tricks, you lie to women a lot. Oh, you the only one I'm dealing with. When really you dealing with 4 or 5 other women. See, one thing about me, I'm honest with women up front. Okay, there's nothing to lie about. For what? Why would I lie when I can get the same results by telling the truth? Hmm? See, when you lie to a woman to get what you want, that's a scarcity mindset. That's a mindset of I don't want to lose her. That's not operating in abundance. You got to operate in abundance, man. And women respect that. Women respect that, man. And it's all about respect. Especially if she's dealing with multiple men. I tell her, like, it's okay. It's okay you got to deal with multiple women. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. What I can't stand is when a woman tries to act like she is a girlfriend material or wifey material, but she got multiple niggas on the side. That's what bothers me. You know what I mean? Like, I like honest hoes. I like honest women who are in bonds and they need help and they don't mind, you know, pleasing me as long as I please their wallet, right? An open relationship. As long as my wallet's open, the legs is open. I'm cool with that all day. But what I can't stand is when a woman lies and try to act like she want me to wife her up and take things serious. Meanwhile, she talking to 5 different niggas. I don't like that. That's untrustworthy. I can't trust you about nothing around me. You a snake in the garden to me. But hopefully that helped y'all out. Break that down for you, especially to my young bulls, man. You know what I mean? And y'all gotta stop hating women, man. Like you gotta, all women are not the same, okay? And you gotta know what you want. You gotta know what you want. A lot of you young dudes don't know what you want in life. Okay? You don't even know who you are yet. Who are you? What is your purpose? What do you want to do on this earth? Are you, because what I can't stand about men is this. You say you looking for a good woman, right? Okay, then you come across a woman who's supposedly good, but you do nothing with her. You don't marry her, you don't get into a relationship with her. So how do you think she's supposed to how you think she's supposed to turn out through years and years of men lying to her about that? And then you guys will come across a woman who is a hoe, right? She basically telling you, all right, nigga, shit, 350, 300. And you're like, oh, I can't fuck with her. Nah, she's a hoe. She asked me for money. All right. But then in the same breath, you come across a good woman. It's like, and then you fuck her, and then you diss her, you dog her out. You don't give her no good aftercare. You be like, oh, she's a hoe. But it's like, nigga, like, what do you want? What do you want? The girl who told you could have me for a few $100s, you said she's a hoe. And then the woman who didn't say she wanted any money, she really wanted to like be down for you. You fuck her and dog her, and then you call her a hoe. Like, what? Like, see, this is the shit I be talking about with you niggas, man. And this is why I'm drawing the line from these dusty bum ass niggas, okay? Because I'm nothing like that. I don't move like that. That's some scummy, sneaky fucking shit. I don't operate like that. Niggas is peasants. I know boss ass niggas. I know niggas who know how to really out here hustling, and they honest how they move. They honest when they deal with women. They honest when they deal with men. They honest well round. How does that look if you can't? How does that look if you can't even be honest with women? You think I'm really gonna think you're gonna be honest with me about anything? Nigga, it's a woman. But Rich, it's different though. I'm trying to smash. Nigga, what? Pussy? So you gotta lie to get pussy. God damn, bro. I can't listen. I can't save these niggas, man. And this is why I'm saying, me trying to save these niggas, is like jumping in the water, right? Trying to get them out the water. Meanwhile, they dragging me down in there with them. Nah, I ain't doing that, nigga. The most I'm gonna do is videos like this, where it's like one of them sticks. I'll pull out that stick out there, and you better grab that motherfucking shit, and I'll pull you in. But nigga, you better grab it. If you don't grab it, nigga, your ass is drowning, nigga. Cause I ain't out here trying to save you niggas, man. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You niggas is lost in outer space, man. I'm telling you, bro. But that's all I got for y'all. Hopefully y'all like this video, man. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all go check out Alpha Mental Clothing. Go support the movement, support the message, man. All right. Remember, man, always keep it simple by keeping it Alpha Mental.